What's up, my friends? We are going to do a long-term review. I do one of these every, I don't know, it seems to be like 40 or 50,000 miles that go on the D-Max. And currently we have 185,512 miles on this truck. For those of you who don't know, seen the other videos, you can go back and see some of the other reviews I did. But it's a 2013 Chevrolet 3500 HD single rear wheel. So same thing as a 3/4 ton, only this one has the overload springs in the back. It's just the extra rear add leaf, and that rear add leaf has been awesome. It really helps significantly in, I think, just handling heavier weight. Not that I necessarily have anything to compare it to, but it does a really good job of, you know, pulling the gooseneck with the skid steer and pulling heavy loads and stuff such as that. Other than that, the truck has been awesome. So if you're looking at one of these trucks used to purchase, this one has the LML engine in it. That LML has been a really awesome engine. It's, in my opinion, it's better than a Cummins and the new Cummins. I think the best Cummins that was out there were the 5.9 24 valves. From the 2002-ish to about like 2006-ish. Don't quote me on that, but that's about what I think. But these LMLs have really been proven as a really durable, minimal problems with the emission systems on them, and that's all they really have is the emissions issues, and it's very minimal at that. So they've been a really awesome motor. This one has been awesome. No issues for me. It did have some warranty work before it hit 100,000 miles. The axle shaft, the front axle shaft seal went bad, leaked around like 40,000 miles. They just replaced that. And I think the oil pan leaked. And this was like super minor at like 40 or 50,000 miles. I don't remember when I had that done. But anyways, it was done, and my dealer's super cool. I told him, I'm like, you know, it's a $60,000 truck. It shouldn't have any leaks. Like, really, it shouldn't leak anything for like 250, 300,000 miles. Why is it leaking? And they're like, no, sure. So they just got it right in. They're awesome, and took care of it. Other than that, it's been a phenomenal truck. I did do an emissions delete on it. Kind of regret it because it really did do like having a clean diesel that's powerful and doesn't have that diesel-y smell to it. And I grew up liking diesels, and I like that diesel smell, but it's just nice not, and this one it's not even bad. It doesn't even really blow like black smoke or anything. It's a clean tune. But I just kind of miss having that quiet diesel that was powerful. If you can hear in the cab right now, it's still really quiet, and at 70 miles an hour when you're on the freeway, you can't even hear the exhaust at all. It does have a muffler on it, but I do like not having to put and refill the DEF fluid in. It's just that DEF was always seemed to be one of those things where you needed to refill it at like the most inconvenient time. But it's kind of irrelevant anyways, because it would say refill and I'd have like 800 miles to go. So you got plenty of time to refill it. It's just one of those things where it's kind of like, gotta refill the DEF tank. And I've said this before, I love where GM puts the DEF fill tank is right up there in the front corner. I think that's the best place for it. I don't like them, not that I've used them on the outside of the tank or on the outside of the bed where the gas tank or the fuel tank is at. I think Ford and Dodge both do that. I just like it up there. It's clean, it's out of the way. You don't have like an extra fill nozzle out there, so I really think that that's a good spot for it there. And then as far as the fuel tank, the DEF fuel tank like location on the side of the frame on the passenger side, I think it's a fine spot. Like, it sits, I think, flush, or maybe like an inch lower, I'm not sure, than the frame. But people say, oh, you'll rip it off like going over a bump or a curb. Like, I've gone over curbs, you're not going to do it. I've taken it off-road, like on little trails, you're not going to rip the damn thing off. So, that's my opinion. It's not coming off. I think it's in a fine spot where they put it, and makes a lot of sense to me. No problems with that. As far as drivability, towing, it's phenomenal. The amount of weight that this thing pulls confidently and slows it down confidently, in my opinion, is just right. It's more than it needs to be. If you want to pull, really, I'd say your max like 16,000 pounds, this truck would do it, and I think it would do it. It does do it really well. The heaviest load I pull is about 19.5, almost 20,000 pounds, depending on where the fuel is at, and it pulls it really, really well. And you just feel good pulling it. Do I want to pull any more? No, I don't want to pull any more. It's really the limit as far as I want to push it to stopping capacity. And we've got some hills around here where there's some steep ass hills, and you just don't need to be pulling, in my opinion, over 20,000 pounds with a 3/4 or a 1-ton pickup. And even with like an F450 or an F550 or a Cummins 5500, I could see pulling 20,000 pounds more consistently. But even with that, if you're pulling over 20,000 pounds, you really just need to go up to like a Freightliner, like a Class 6 style truck that can really just handle that weight better, in my opinion. But again, it's just my opinion. Take it for what it's worth. I have not driven an F450, F550, or a Cummins 5500 or 4500, so I really don't know. But other than that, I think this truck is perfect for those people who are looking for something to pull their boat with, their camper with, fifth wheel, gooseneck, light farm equipment, things like that. You can't go wrong. They ride great. I've still got the original brakes on it. I've got you've gone through, this is the third set of Michelins. I just put a brand new set of Michelins on it. Runs great, drives great. I flush the transmission fluid I don't flush it, I drain it and put a filter on it every about 30,000 miles. That's what the manual says to do. Do regular oil changes on it. I just maintain it. That's it. Differential fluids, transfer case, all that kind of stuff. Just maintain it, and that's all I've done to it. So it's been a really great truck, and I'd highly recommend it to anyone. If you're looking for tunes for these trucks, talk to the fine folks at Calibrated Power Solutions. They're in like Moregno, Illinois, just northwest of Chicago. DuramaxTuner.com, CalibratedPowerSolutions.com. They've helped me out with choosing which tunes and stuff to use for this truck, and their customer service is awesome, so you guys will be really happy when you give them a call. So hope this video helps. Thanks for watching. You found it helpful, like, subscribe, comment, any and all that fun stuff, and you guys rock. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next video.